Hi everyone, welcome to the Liverpool Connection podcast. It's the PubChat. We are going to talk about Rangers versus Liverpool and that 7-1 drubbing that didn't look like it was going to be coming in that first half. But I am Daz, I've got Julian and Glenn with me. And we all look very happy today. I don't give a shit if it's Timbuktu FC or Rangers FC. It's a win. And it's massive confidence boost in my book. You know, we've been up and down all this damn time. And it's got to give the lads, especially people like Bobby Firmino, Nunez, Salah, Gomez, all a big, massive lift. So everybody, welcome to the show. If you don't know already, Liverpool beat Rangers 7-1 away from home. Lads, the lineup, anything in there that just came at you?
I like the lineup. I mean, I wanted to. I've been wanting to see Firmino and Nunez start together for a while, so I was happy to see that. I liked I was worried at first with the two in midfield again, and then you had obviously Elliott either side and Carvalho there as well. But it definitely looked good on paper because you could see you were going to get a lot of energy out of Carvalho and Elliott. So I expected that. And I was really happy to see Konate back because I think he makes a massive difference. He's one hell of a fucking player, Konate.
Huge.
He is, considering he's been out for so long, to put in a performance like that. Now, we're not talking it was against, one of the top teams, but it's still away from home against Rangers, tough atmosphere. And I thought Konate was brilliant. So the lineup, I kind of expected the majority of it. But when I looked at that lineup and I thought about it, I thought, okay, we're gonna smash Rangers here. This is gonna be a performance that we have the right players set up in the right way, and I thought before the game we were going to have a really good performance. So,
well, I mean, you said 6-1, didn't you?
And if it wasn't for
Glenn
VAR,
laughed at you.
If it wasn't for VAR, I would have been right. Damn, but no. But I felt
I laughed at
it
you.
looked good on paper. I felt everything looked right for a really good performance. Added to the fact that Rangers are pretty shit as well. And
told you, Glenn.
But yeah, that was my lineup feeling. But Glenn, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the first same with the team. It was a bit of one of them, wasn't it? Really, a bit of a surprise. But my thinking was if we get through the first 20 minutes or so, I thought we'd be quite comfortable. But the first half was quite a weird one, wasn't it? It was a weird half. Well, it really was. Wasn't much quality in that first half at all. It's insane to think it was 1-1 at half time, wasn't it? Really. And other than the actual Firmino header, the goal, I can't even remember us really having that many other chances.
I think we were trying to figure ourselves out as well with this lineup, and it was a weird first half. There were elements of it that were really good from us, and then there was elements from us that looked really poor. I thought Carvalho first half and Elliott were both. Elliott was excellent throughout the entire game, but first half I thought Elliott was really good. I thought Carvalho was extremely busy and was trying to make things happen. Henderson struggled first half to me. He looked off the pace a little bit, and Gomez I thought looked pretty good. Besides the one of his stray back passes and the goal, partly to the goal as well. But yeah, first half I didn't think we were that bad. I thought we were all right. But the second half was a different story altogether, wasn't it?
What I like about Gomez though, he adds a bit of more muscle than what Trent does. Yeah. I mean, again with Kent, he was, shoulder barging him constantly, and I think that's what we've missed a little bit. Obviously, love Trent going forward, but he does leave that space, and I think we played much more compact. First half wasn't great watching, but still played compact. I agree. Hendo just looks like his legs have absolutely gone, and it's sad to see. Because he is our captain and he's done so well for this team. He just looks absolutely shattered. That first goal, he should have gone with the runner, and he didn't. It was just like you could see him looking and going, the lad's running, but he just didn't have the legs.
Well, it's weird, right? Because I think it might have been Carvalho that gave the ball away on that side, and normally the fully fit Henderson, maybe from a few years ago, the moment that ball was given away, he would have been motoring back. He would have been anticipating, okay, but he wasn't. He just kind of strolled and then picked up a little jog. And it is kind of sad to see, but it feels like he's kind of at the end of playing top level for us. It's hard because we don't have the replacements there at the moment. But he certainly struggled first half. He was a lot better second half, I will add. He added a lot second half, but yeah, first half he seemed to struggle quite a bit.
It was the same first half. He looked like he was just way off the pace, and improved obviously in the second half. But yeah. It is a worry for both Firmino and Hendo to be that not in the game.
The first half in general was a weird one, wasn't it? It was a weird one. We're saying here now it was 7-1, and it's pretty funny how it all panned out. But the first half, there's a period of that first half where we could have been 2-1 down there. Konate's made an unbelievable block, hasn't he? So there's parts of it that are a little bit sloppy, but I felt like if we get through that first half, second half, we were all texting saying we'll absolutely batter these now. Like with the amount of subs, the amount of people that we had on the bench, they obviously had to come on us. It was only a matter of time before we scored the second and then the third.
Yeah, it opened up the floodgates, didn't it? But let's talk about Bobby's first. What a header! Like at first, when I saw it, I thought it was an own goal for a second, and then the replay, and you're just like, that's Bobby. That's a Bobby header right there. Loved it.
He's been class. He has been exceptionally good this season. He has been. That was such an intelligent header as well. That's a difficult header. The way it's so easy to connect with that the wrong way, but it was a brilliant goal. Brilliant goal.
Yeah,
he was classed for all the goals when he was on the pitch. The second one was brilliant. It was a great ball by Gomez. Yep. And then the third one as well, that little touch he just makes things look class, doesn't he? He's such a classy footballer.
Well, when he's on form, but he looked like the Bobby of old. And you just like give him a new contract.
Yeah, I think that anyway. To be honest, I think last year he had problems staying fit and keeping fit. But the thing with Firmino is he's never been like a blisteringly quick forward anyway. Right. So why don't you, like, if you're gonna keep him, I don't see it being a bad thing at all, keeping him. Obviously depending on how long he'd want as a contract, but if we could get him to renew, maybe 2-year contract. I know it's probably difficult at this age that he's probably going to want like 3, 4, 5 years. But I would definitely keep him. I mean, the last 3 or 4 games, particularly, he's been absolutely brilliant. He just looks really sharp, knits up all the play. It's been class.
As long as he stays fit, I mean, like you say, sorry to interrupt, like you say, Glenn, I mean, he's never been someone that's been blessed with great pace. He's intelligent. Everything's in his head. He can go on for a while. He's almost like the Brazilian Teddy Sheringham, if you remember him, right? Who was such a brilliant player on the ball. Didn't make all these great runs or anything, but had this fantastic vision and was brilliant at bringing other players into the game. But I think there's something there of playing him almost like a number 10, right? With him and Nunez, that seemed to work to me really well because Nunez looked a lot better and was getting involved and was taking up some great positions, and I feel like that could be something that we can build upon, that Firmino Nunez partnership potentially, and go forward and see that a lot more often, because it works. It seems to. It's early days, but it looks like that would be a fantastic partnership.
Well, I mean, with the movement with Bobby, he's the go-between, isn't he, between the forwards and the midfield? I think with a lot of people, when you say Bobby's a forward, they immediately go, he doesn't score enough goals. But for me, he creates the goals, a lot of them, as he did with Mo and Sadio, for years. So I was well happy that he got his goals, but they were very good goals. And I mean, all the goals, good. That's what you want to see from this team. I mean, and you called it, Glenn, on 60 odd minutes. With Mo coming on and Thiago and Robbo. So well done there, lad. Man, do you have lottery numbers?
Yeah, I gave him
well done, Glenn.
Get Salah, Thiago and Robbo on, and all three of them came on. So I'll give you the team news on Saturday as well. Sunday.
I want the lottery numbers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
See what I can do. But
them
three coming on at that point as well. It was just like,
Rangers must have been going, come on.
I think we just got the third as well. We just got the third as well. Yeah. So you're just thinking they're going to come out more, and the way. Imagine
they collapsed, didn't they? Rangers. I mean, we played well, but Rangers collapsed second half. Once I think we got the third goal.
Mm-hmm.
It was like blow the final whistle. We're done, and it was so easy for us. We played well, but it was extremely easy. Those goals
on 75 minutes, Rangers fans were leaving.
But do you know what?
Like
if you watch that game, if you watch that game at half time, from a Rangers point of view, you're probably thinking, we're being lucky here that we're maybe not 2-1 up. So they're probably thinking second half, if we can stop right here, they just as soon as we got that second goal, it was game over, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, we turned up a notch.
But back to that, I think there was a big moment. I just want to go back to the first half and back to Konate again, who I think is such a beast of a player, and I think made massive difference to us. But there was that moment, I think it was within a 5-minute spell in the first half, where Rangers were clear, right, going through on goal, and it was very easy. A defender a lot of the time would have gone towards that player, but he didn't. He stepped across, right, and that was some outstanding defending for someone who's fairly inexperienced. It would have been so easy for him to go to the man, but he didn't. He had the awareness that there was another player coming on the other side that he needed to cover, and he knew that a fullback would be able to come across. And then after that was that block, which was sensational from him as well. But what are your thoughts on Konate and his performance?
I thought it was class. Yeah, I like what you said. It's difficult, really, isn't it? Because there was so many really good performances. It was such a weird game of football. There's so many really, really good performances, but he was probably especially in the first half. He was my player of the first half, if you want. And then Firmino was absolutely class as well for what he sort of contributed. And then the main man coming on and bagging a hat trick as well. It was so weird watching from that first half and the sort of way it developed, because there's just so many positives. Even like Carvalho getting Carvalho having a really positive performance. Harvey, like you say before, was really good. Just so brave. Just always wants the ball all the time. It's such a great trait. But overall. And
he didn't even. I mean, Konate didn't even have pre-season. He was out with a long-term injury, and to come in and put a performance in like that was fantastic. And on to Carvalho, I think that was probably his best performance starting a game. Obviously, when he's come off the bench, he's looked pretty good. But when he started a couple of times previously, he wasn't great. But tonight, while everything didn't necessarily come off, he was looking to make things happen, and he was energetic. He was working really hard.
Very bright, isn't he?
He was, yeah.
He'll only get better, just like Elliott. They'll both only get better. I mean, a record tonight for Mo, quickest hat trick in Champions League, but also Jota, 3 assists.
Yeah.
You know, so again, confidence levels have to be going up. Everybody will say, again, you know, it's just Rangers, but you've got to play the team that's in front of you. And that first goal that Rangers scored, though, seems so long ago. Like, after scoring 7, you're just like, when the hell did Rangers actually get that goal? You know, it was early-ish in the first half, but
it's another one as well, Dan. Go on.
Huh?
Sorry.
No,
I was going to say one thing that we missed as well within it all is the fact that Nunez got another goal as well.
Yeah, a well taken one as well.
It was well taken, yeah. It was a good play, we said before, from Firmino, but the fact that he's got another one now, and that's 2-2 for him. I'm glad he scored again. Myself that for that, but I'm glad he did get another one.
Can you imagine being a striker and being a forward, and you have Firmino as your like accomplice up there?
Yeah, it must be a dream.
It must be
a dream.
I mean, I love Nunez's bite. I do. You know, I listened to the commentator, and he was just like, he's got to calm down and all this. I'm like, why? I love that in players, not in every single player, but like a forward, you want somebody who's a bit cocky.
I disagree with you a little bit, but carry on. Yeah.
Why?
Because there's a point of that I agree. You want a striker who's got a bit about him, right? And definitely, and you want a little bit of bite, as you say, as well. But I feel, in a way, I think he gets a little bit too involved in that. He obviously wants to do really well, no doubt about it. But I feel that sometimes that hinders him a little bit. He's obviously putting so much pressure on himself, where I think the guy, if he relaxes a bit more, he's getting stuck in, but he's having a go at the referee all the time. And I feel like at the moment, I would prefer that he maybe steps away from that a little bit, right? So that he can build the confidence up as well, because I think sometimes he kind of goes too far into that territory. He gets his moaning at the referee, and roll. I mean, there was a bad challenge on him today, but I just want to see him just like focused a bit more on that, because there is ability there. You can see it. I just feel that he's a bit too intense with himself to do well, and I feel like that's a lot of the reasons that he's struggling at the moment. He just needs to relax.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's still young, and he's still getting acclimated to the Premier League, and I think it's tough for him. Obviously, in Portugal, refs might be different from the refereeing, back home, England. So, he probably just need to shut up one or two times, But I like that. I
like that as well. He's Uruguayan as well. Since when were Uruguayan strikers sound?
I know.
As long as he doesn't bite anyone.
You've got Cavani, you've got Suarez. Like, I'm not being funny. I'm all right with it. Like Wayne Rooney was like that all the time, and every time he was like that, I think that's when you got the best out of him. I sort of get your point to an extent, Julian, as the fact that maybe that's coming in and him maybe trying too hard, But
you got to back it up, right? Rooney was class, right? Suarez was class.
Yeah, but Rooney also had a good midfield to feed in that ball.
Yeah,
that's a totally different point. It's a totally different point.
But Nunez is, I mean,
we'll see. We will see with Nunez. We will see. But he did well tonight. He got another goal, which can only help his confidence. And I not to bang on about it, but I really want to see him and Firmino like build something together and see those two for a while and see what happens. Because I think that's our best opportunity of getting out of the mess we are in the league. But back to the game tonight, 7-1.
So
brilliant.
We scored 7. We scored 7.
Yeah.
What was your favourite goal?
Elliot. Mainly because I loved like that moment where he's crossing his fingers, right? Because he goes to VAR, and you got Salah like hugging him. But it's a real feel-good goal, which is kind of what we need at the moment as well. I think everyone who was watching that moment, be it if the people at the ground or on TV, kind of had a smile on their face, like waiting. Everyone feeling the same way as Elliot, like please, and he's like doing all this stuff as well. But yeah, no, that was a great moment.
Nice Catholic cross in front of the Rangers crowd. Yeah, but you know what? I tell you what, right? I know it was 6-1 at the time. It didn't have to take a while, did it? Can you imagine that was 1-1, and you're waiting that long for that to come out? Bloody hell!
And it looked well off. It didn't look close, did it? I mean, it looked well on side.
But I was laughing my head off at that point because I thought you actually had 6-1 on like the bookies. So I was laughing my head off, thinking, "Please be a goal."
Yes, see, if I had put the money on, then it wouldn't have been my favorite goal. You know,
yeah, you would be on this podcast right now. You would be on here.
I would have been like VAR. Please do not give this goal. Come on, but yet again.
What was your favorite?
I like Bobby's first, the header.
Yeah.
I did. All the other ones were good. Mo's from the angle was really good. But yeah, Bobby's, because it's one of those headers. It's really hard to get your neck like he does. So yeah, that's mine.
What happened to their keeper tonight? He was decent, wasn't he? The other week when we played last week, Rangers keeper. He was okay. But tonight he was awful.
Even the one to Salah, where Salah hit it.
Oh, he's got to say.
And like he hit it, and then he sort of turned. The keeper done some weird turn, and it was weird. And I hit him. I was like, I've never seen a keeper save the ball like that. I don't know what he was playing at. It was weird. It was
like even Nunez goal, right? That Nunez hits it okay, does all right. He almost pulls his hands away. He goes to dive, and then he kind of does this. Yeah, it was really odd. But yeah, he was pretty appalling.
What's yours, Glenn? I haven't said yours yet.
Yeah, it's mad actually, because I was going to go probably go the second one. I just thought it was an unbelievable ball from Gomez and thingy. They're all like decent enough goals, weren't they? But I thought that one simply because of the ball and the fact that it was 2-1, and for me it was done. It was game over. It's funny actually because they got beat 7-1, but they were much better tonight, especially in the first half, than what they were at Anfield, and it was 2-0. I mean, it's a weird game of football that. But
yeah, they were better first half than.
So coming to a close on the Rangers, who's your man of the match?
Elliot.
Is it?
Yeah, because I thought he was outstanding over the entire game. I thought Konate was really good as well. I thought he was exceptional, but I'm going to go. I don't know who the official is, but I'm going to go with Harvey Elliott.
Who are you going for, Darren?
Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby.
That man.
Yeah, it's just class.
Quality celebration. That.
What's class is, and we haven't been able to say it this much about this season, is that it's hard to pick a man of the match. You had Konate, you had Elliott, you had Firmino, you had Salah come off the bench and get a hat trick, right? Which good result. Happy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway,
it was happy, but let's talk about Sunday. Man City at home.
We're going to be so much happier.
We go from here. And we have to talk about it though. But it's good to be going in with a win under our belts. It's got to be tough, it is City. We're not doing too well in the league, but I do feel like we're gonna get a result against them, whether it be a draw or a win.
We're going to smash them. Come on, have some confidence. We're going to smash them. 3-0. Done deal.
All right, you said it. You said it, not me.
3-0.
You think really 3-0?
Yeah, I think we'll put. I've been saying this for last week. I genuinely think we are going to put on a performance. We have it within us. I think with the players that come back out of Canate, I think the form Firmino's in, if the fact that Nunez is finding his feet, I feel like we do a really good performance in the league, and we have it within us. If the crowd's going to be well up for it, so I'm really confident about this. Genuinely, yeah, I'm not messing about. I really feel confident. 3-0.
How are we lining up? How are we lining up first? How are we lining up? How do you think? No, I'm not, because I do fancy us as well. I'm not that confident, but I do fancy us as well. Before we get into that, or I mean, I know you've already gone into it, but how do you think he's going to go here now? Because this is 3 games where he's gone with his 4-2-4 or 4-2-3-1, however you want to say it. How do you think he'll go about it? Do you think he'll revert back? Do you think he'll do something similar? What do you think?
I think he'll do something. I think it's vital to me that we keep the Firmino Nunez thing up front, right? Which automatically changes how we set up in midfield. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something similar to tonight. I think the back 4 and goalkeeper will be the same, except I would expect Robertson in for Mikas. But Canate, Virgil, and Gomez, I think that's guaranteed to happen. Midfield, I think Thiago's guaranteed to start. I think Fabinho's guaranteed to start. I think it's... Then you get into a little bit of the question. I think Elliott, after that performance, might start. And I think we probably need the legs in that area in midfield, on that side especially. Left-hand side, I do think he'll do the same. I think it'll be a 4-4-2. Left-hand side, I don't know. Maybe, I doubt he'll play Carvalho again.
No, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I liked Harvey from like a sort of right midfield or whatever you want. Well, I did like him out there, and I've been saying for a while, like he played that at Blackburn, and that's where he was class. He was really, really good for Blackburn, and that's sort of where he played from. Probably a bit more in a 4-3-3, but I enjoyed him tonight in that position. I thought he played really well. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Whether it's going to be something like because obviously Salah's going to play. So where does Salah come into it?
Yeah.
So like, will you play like a Salah from the right? Like, would you maybe? So obviously we're all saying that Thiago and Firmino are going to play. So it's Thiago and Firmino, and then if he's going to go for the 4-2-3-1, however you want to say it, Firmino you would think would be the one that drops in.
Yeah.
And then it's a case of Jota maybe on the left, Salah maybe from the right, and Nunez could go that way. I really worry if we sort of do that though, just because of the players they've got in the middle of the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm worried about as well.
Players they've got in the middle of the pitch, and then also from the point of Foden, Grealish, it's tough, that, isn't it?
Good young and
we definitely need the legs in midfield. I think Elliott's going to start. I think there's the left-hand side. I would be surprised if you went back to a 4-3-3 after that, and then we went to a 4th and messing.
I agree. I wonder whether we could go a little bit of. I wonder whether we could do a little bit of Harvey to the right, Salah even through the middle, and no Nunez. I don't know. Just to be a bit more solid and have that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the 4-4-2 is how do you fit Elliott and Salah in? If Salah's likely, he's going to start. Salah would start on the right, of course. So can you play Elliott on the left? I doubt it because he hasn't really played there. So
you're not going to play him on the left, are you?
I don't know.
So maybe that's a case of. I mean, you we were messing before about Carvalho, but
yeah,
I think he did give quite a good balance to the side. So it's really difficult to say, isn't it? Because when he played this formation against Arsenal, I was a bit like, all right, I can sort of, but with it being City and the way they play and the players they've got in the middle of the pitch, it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
It is, because I mean, this isn't Rangers, this is Man City, and it's a whole different level of opposition as well. So,
even against Arsenal, I was all right with not necessarily the put. Like maybe there could be a couple of different players. Maybe Firmino maybe could have played, but
that lineup with Jota in there as well, which it was never going to work against Arsenal. That to me was odd. I didn't think that was going to work.
Thing is, with City, they have so many weapons. You know,
you're saying that.
Yeah, Haaland, you know, is the biggest fucking weapon out there. But you know, even if we keep him quiet, they just have a top team. It's going to be tough. But according to Julian, though, it's 3-0 to
3-0.
us.
I'll be confident.
Really, for the love of God, I hope you're right, because that would be completely boss to do that to him.
I can't see them not scoring.
Well, not the way we've been playing.
No.
Wouldn't it be amazing as well, considering we continue to concede first constantly? It feels like now for months, and then the game where we don't do it, it's Manchester City, and we're going to resoundingly beat them. It's going to happen. 3-0.
We've
scored 20, so we can score the goals that we've let in 12.
We scored 9 of them against Bournemouth. Let's not forget.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, you still have to put it in the back of the net. It don't matter. So, but it's going to be tough. But yeah, I think like you said, Julian, the crowd's going to be up for it. We'll probably give him a bit. You know, the coach coming in. You know, hopefully no bottles. Just a lot of, you know, shouting at him and all that good stuff. And
just a quick one, Darren. Just a quick one. Who do you think? Do you think Ake will start centre half for them, or do you think Laporte will come back in?
That's a good question too.
Ake played at the weekend against Southampton,
and Laporte hasn't played in a little bit, right?
Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah. He's been injured, Laporte.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a damn good centre half, but I wouldn't. I mean, Ake's been doing well for him. I would just keep with him.
I think he can be got at. Ake, I really do.
Oh, yeah.
So do I. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Keep with him.
Oh, yeah. For us, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Laporte coming back his first match. I wouldn't think Pep throws him.
They've got that fella from Dortmund too, haven't they? And he's been really good, to be fair. He's been decent. But not having Walker. Walker's such an underrated player for them, for the way they play.
That's a big loss.
Yeah, it is a big loss. But then at the same time, we've not got Diaz as well. So it's like, you know.
This game would have been right for Diaz, you know?
Yeah, it would have.
Definitely would be a bit more confident if Diaz was playing. But yeah, I mean, I'll be down the pub. Julian will be down the pub. Glenn, you'll be coaching, won't you?
No, I won't be coaching, but I'll be able to watch it, and then depending on how the result goes, I might coach. I might just not bother. I might just go to a pub in Houston.
Yeah, just go to the pub, mate.
So yeah, I might just stay in the pub. Either way, however the score goes. No, I'll go Liverpool 2-1. Big Darwin to get them both.
Big Darwin.
Oh, that'd be all right, wouldn't it? And Haaland gets nothing.
Well, I'll take even if he scores, it doesn't matter if Liverpool win. But I do fancy us to win. But I would take a draw right now if someone offered it to me. And I know that might be a bit shit housey, but I would take it.
Well, with the way we've been playing, I will take a draw as well, quite easily, you know. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
I disagree with you. I wouldn't take a draw. Even
it's
though
not
a draw at home, I want us to put in a performance, get a result. I mean, 1 point. I mean, we get 1 point against Man City. We could end up like down in freaking 16th, 17th position at the end of this week. Weekend
we're talking about what the way both teams have been in general. We've not won 2 games back to back all year.
Yeah, I know. We've been terrible.
So
I can't. You might be right in hindsight looking back on it, but right now I can't even think that way. Sorry.
And the only team we've only had 1 clean sheet. That was against Blue Shite. Yeah. On the same draw, I would go yes right now, just with the way we've been playing. Do I expect Liverpool to go up quite a few notches? Yes. If we can come away with a win, I think we'll go on a bit of a winning run.
I'm not saying it because I said that after Man United. I said that after Man United. I think we're going to go on about 5-6 game winning run now.
I think we all said that after Bournemouth as well when we won 9.
Yeah. So, but it is one. It's like a Kickstarter sort of one, isn't it? If you feel like if you win, if you beat City, like it feels like you sort of do kick on then into the next one, going into the West Ham game.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
If we have a really tough day, then
well, hopefully
be confident. Come on.
We get Julian's results, and the day at the pub will be the best day ever.
See, if we win and we smash them and we win 3-0, we'll all be really happy, right? If we don't and then we lose, at least I would have felt pretty good this week. Looking forward to it. So I don't want to have that.
Yeah, the delusional optimism. There you go.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah,
but if we win,
it's not delusional though. We have it in us. This is not.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
We have it in us. This can happen. We have the players that can do this. And when we have a defense that's probably going to be the best defense we're going to see this season with Gomez, Kanate, Virgil, and Robbo. That's pretty freaking strong as well. That's not going to give up a lot, I don't think. So
there's a point to prove on Sunday that Liverpool aren't shit.
You only get the best stuff from this podcast.
That'd be Jurgen's team talk, right? Won't it?
With that
shit. Come on.
Subscribe and like.
We aren't shit. Come on. Let's do this.
Yeah. Leave your comments below. What's your favourite the shit performance this season? And what do you think the score is going to be against Manchester City on Sunday? Let's see who gets it right.
Just leave some comments.
Leave anything.
What's your favourite biscuit? Because I'm out at the moment and I don't like having a cup of tea without me bickies. So just comment what's your favourite biscuit, and we'll get Steve Wilson to send a book, any book, because he hasn't even sent that one out, has he?
Why don't we send out some biscuits if they get it right? We'll send biscuits.
How about send me biscuits? This is about me and me tea, and having no biscuits. I want biscuits.
Hey, you have to clarify that as well, because we live in America. What biscuit? The American, or what is this you have? The Red
Journey by Mark Platt, our mate on LFC TV. I'm not going to sign this because it's not my book. So get the comments out. Best comment, we'll get one of these. I promise. So there you go. I will get it out to you. And then I'll put it on Steve Wilson's tab.
Make sure you subscribe too, will you?
Like and subscribe. We got a lot of good content coming. Obviously, the World Cup's coming up, so we've got Adrian Healy. I was about to say Adrian Heath for a second. He'd be all right to get on as well. He was sound when he was doing the Aztecs many moons ago. But yeah, Adrian Healy will be coming on talking about the World Cup. We also have a World Cup referee coming on. So some insight into that. But yeah, lots of content coming. I've got a few of the story podcasts in the works. I think you'll all be chuffed when they finally get sorted out. I know I'm chuffed, so I'm not telling you that yet, but it's looking pretty good. Anyway, that's it from us, right? Unless you've got a one last word in.
Over and out.
Very happy. A great day. Good performance.
Take the win.
May it continue on Sunday against Manchester City. So, yes.
There you go.
Happy.
No better words than that. All right. Thanks, everyone.